My name is Meiyun. I'm 52 years old. I had chronic bronchitis. It started in my 30s. Since I gave birth to my child, it's been over 20 years. The symptoms were constant coughing and excess phlegm. My case was more severe as it relapsed frequently. It was so serious that my phlegm was bloody. I'd feel as if my windpipe was blocked. And it was hard to breathe. The doctor saw my medical record, and he thought it was seasonal, since it would relapse as the weather changed. He thought it was an allergy and was related to genetics. He asked me if others in my family had the same disease. I said my dad had it too. It occurred 4 to 5 times a year for me. But for every time it occurred, it often took me several weeks to recover, and sometimes even months. Whenever my husband opened up newspapers, I'd feel very uncomfortable. I'd ask him to step away and not be so close to me, because the smell had made me terribly uneasy. My windpipe would feel uncomfortable, as it was very sensitive, and I'd cough nonstop. In fact, my chest even caved in, due to all the coughing. In a blood test I had in my teenage years, the doctors found out that I had very few red blood cells. Soon they realized I had hereditary thalassemia. My mom, my sister, and my son all have thalassemia. I didn't look healthy. There's yet no medicine to cure this disease. Common anemia could be fixed by eating foods rich in iron. But our disease is hereditary, which means that there is a defect in our blood. I was afraid of cold, even though the weather in Malaysia is usually hot. But to me, even a light breeze would make me cold. My fingernails and toenails were purple. I rarely used air conditioner. If I were in a crowd, I'd feel dizzy and would not be able to stand steady. Once when I was in line at the cashier, there were too many people, and I felt hot and stuffy. Perhaps, due to the lack of oxygen, I just blacked out and fell to the ground. Since medications were ineffective, I decided to see a traditional Chinese doctor. The TCM doctor I saw happened to be the leader of an energy Bagua point. He introduced energy Bagua to us and recommended us to practice it. After I practiced energy Bagua for 2 months, my bronchitis issues had improved tremendously, so I continued to practice energy Bagua every day. And I've been practicing for 4 years until now. My coughing problem has been healed completely. It does not relapse anymore when I smell newspaper or perfume. I can breathe smoothly now. After practicing for 6 months, my dizziness problem was healed as well. When I stand for a long time or stand up from a squatting position, or when I stand in crowded places, the problem of dizziness no longer shows up. When I go outside, I don't need long sleeves or jackets anymore, because my whole body is warm. My hands and feet are warm, and my fingers are no longer purple, they are now rosy, and no longer feel icy cold. I remember Grandmaster once said, "Illness is only scary if you haven't met energy Bagua." I'm so grateful for Grandmaster's energy Bagua that let me gain health and happiness. I still volunteer at the energy Bagua point and the center whenever I have time, providing service to everyone. I believe is the most meaningful work out of everything I've done in my life. Energy Bagua is very effective and easy to learn. I hope to bring more people to practice energy Bagua and let more people benefit together. Thank you, Grandmaster Jean Bodhi.